What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Engine Room Podcast. I am Teo.
I'm Grant.
And Grant just got back from Spain, and we missed an episode because of him.
Literally not my fault. End of last episode, he said we were recording another one. He didn't want to.
Yeah, we didn't have the camera volume, camera space. Anybody wants to buy me a Canon R6 Mark II?
Or just more SD cards, I guess.
No, Canon R6 Mark II. Obviously, we're in a new spot up here. It is hot up here.
We say up here like they know what we're talking about.
If you guys have been following it long, we've had 3 different setups, and I finally got these couches up here on my own. And it's we're not set up yet. Obviously, I'm going to get the pontoon carpet. We'll have the floor, and we're going to do a different backdrop. And we're waiting on a couple things, but we needed to get filming so we can start getting these podcast episodes put out for you guys. But yeah, in this episode, after we get through our exchanging pleasantries, we're going to talk about your trip to Spain, but we're going to ask AI for questions.
Is there a bug crawling on my hat? A lot of bugs up here.
A lot of bugs, a lot of spiders.
Oh, we're asking AI some questions,
Yeah,
you said?
we're going to ask AI to give us a list of questions to talk about.
Okay.
Pertaining to boats.
Boats.
So you just got back from Spain.
I did get back from Spain.
I have a question.
He has a question.
What kind of boats did you see?
I sent you a video of the boats, did I not?
You did.
Dude, literally there was 2 boats. This was in the port of Barcelona. We flew over it, and I saw a bunch of like cargo ships. I didn't send you that video. Or maybe I did. I didn't send you a video of the cargo ships. But when we were flying over the port of Barcelona into the Barcelona airport, we just saw a bunch, like 5 or 6 cargo ships just waiting outside the port and everything. And then we ended up walking later, like a few days later, we walked all the way up to like a mountain, just up a hill right along like the shoreline of where the port sits. And you could see as far as you want. It was beautiful. You saw a bunch of cargo ships, cruise ships.
Now we try it again.
That's crazy, dude.
All right, everybody. So we filmed a lot, and luckily the recording ended, and we found out that one of the mics was shit.
Either the sound corrupted or something. I don't know what happened.
So we're going to restart with these questions. We're just hop around the list. Maybe we'll get some new questions that we haven't answered yet. But let's pretend like that didn't happen.
I've never seen these questions before. This is crazy. So, first question we got, some fun and lighthearted questions about boats. What's the funniest thing you've ever seen or happened at a boat ride?
All right, I don't even want to fucking answer these. Get a new list. Ask them for like more boat related. I don't feel like talking about all that.
Okay,
again.
do you want me to at least like go to one of the other sets?
Yeah.
Like if money was no object, you want to talk about that one?
Just hit a fresh set.
Are pontoons overrated or underrated?
I think highly overrated.
You don't like them?
I mean, they're cool. Like, yeah, it's nice to have a floating deck.
I was gonna say the comfortability of like not having to like worry about like.
You don't have to worry about sinking it. There's like nothing that's gonna happen. You just beat the shit out of it.
You just have so much walking space compared to some of these other boats.
And they're cool. Like, you're going for a booze cruise around the lake with your old lady friends. Like, yeah, sweet. And some of them have really nice sound systems. You can put, like, we used to have a pontoon line. You could put twin 450s on the back.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah, they could get fast, but for the most part, there's going to be a 25-horse Johnson sitting on the back, and that thing is just beat to piss.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm a fiberglass V-hull fucking, I want to go quick.
Yeah, as a mechanic,
As a mechanic, I love them.
Yeah.
They're simple. Like, all the wirings ran underneath the deck, which sometimes sucks, but most everything's behind the console. There's a big-ass door for me to slide my body in, single outboard in the back. They're just easy to work on.
Yeah.
And then transporting, most people don't have trailers, so they rely on the marinas to move them around.
Yeah, that is... I think we talked about that last podcast. That's one thing that we got to work on building. Was it podcast or was it one of the videos?
I think it was podcast.
Okay.
I have all the steel for it. I need to borrow my neighbor's trailer, the 24-foot trailer, to move it, because we tried putting those 24-foot sticks in my truck with a bed extender, which my bed's 6.5 feet plus the extender probably got me up to like 9. No, because the center of gravity on the 24s, which is 12 feet, was just outside the bed extender. So one, my truck was squatting, but two, it just kept wanting to come up and we only had one ratchet strap. So they wouldn't let us go like that, and I wasn't going to drive like that. So I need to get all that here, but I have all the materials needed to build not a pontoon trailer, a tri-toon trailer.
Oh.
It's open in the middle for the tri-toons, but you can do the regular pontoons with it.
Right.
If it was just a pontoon trailer, it would be so much easier, because then you can do cross supports down the middle.
I feel like we don't see as many tri-toons, though.
I see a lot of them.
Oh, yeah?
Most of them.
Okay.
Any of the new stuffs are usually tri-toon.
Or maybe the ones that we have seen are tri-toon, I just didn't really recognize it. Because I'm so used to seeing a pontoon, I just call it a pontoon.
But even the regular pontoons, they have that little, like, it's like a 4-foot long, it's like a bolt-on thing for the transom. But I guess on a regular pontoon trailer, you leave a gap for that and then have your crossbars start. But like still, I'd rather just have the tri-toon and do both. But it is more of a pain in the ass to build. I have to do 6 uprights on either side and then 1 crossbar in the front. So there's a big channel in the middle, and I just hope it doesn't go like that.
Right.
So we'll see if I have to add more, but that video will be coming soon.
Can you not put crossbars on the bottom?
You can on the bottom, but you want to keep the pontoon as low to the ground as you can. You obviously want like 6 to 10 inches off the ground for driving, but it lowers so you can drop the pontoon on the ground. That's the main thing.
Next question.
I like these questions. Last one sucked. You guys didn't miss anything, except they were kind of good.
There was one good question on there, which I asked, but you said you didn't want to answer it. The boat ramp question.
Oh. We'll get to that at the end.
Should boating be... sorry, I can't read for some reason. Should boating be thought of as a lifestyle or just a hobby?
Here in Wisconsin, definitely a hobby.
Yeah.
It's different when you're on the ocean and people can live on their boats, and or if you have a nice enough boat to live on. Like sailing, which I'm not a big sailing guy, but that's definitely a lifestyle. Like you're living on the boat, you're going across the world on your boat. Versus if you have like a little 19-foot boat and you're making it your lifestyle, like, dog. It's just a fucking weekend.
If you're trying, I was gonna point at your boat, but it's outside. But if you're trying to make that boat your lifestyle,
yeah, I can't.
You could honestly on these lakes, you could probably make that boat your lifestyle.
What do you mean? How?
Not in the winter.
Like living on it?
You could live on it.
Like Lake Michigan, you can moor and go into a marina somewhere and live on it.
Yeah.
But like, where am I sleeping? In the console?
Yeah, I guess.
Putting a little mattress in the front, sleeping under the stars, getting all dewy in the morning.
Gotta, I don't know, make a makeshift
just put a
cardboard like tent.
I bet you I could put a regular tent in the bow of that boat.
You probably could. A nice,
a
small one, yeah. Your only problem is you wouldn't be able to stick it down.
Screw it right to the deck.
Or you could just probably put in the cleats.
Yeah. Next one.
Next one. What are we looking at here? What's the future of boating? Electric, hybrid, still gas?
I was gonna say electric boats.
Yeah.
They're already making electric outboards now.
Is that scary as a boat mechanic, or you want to work on those too?
No, because I'd learn how to work on them, like if it became a big enough thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's the same setup. Actually, I don't know, because like you don't need coils anymore. You don't need spark plugs. You might need your oil changed, but like it's for the most part just a big ass electric motor spinning what would have been crankshaft.
Yeah.
And then you just have, I mean, same lower units, I would assume, unless it's a lower unit that normally the prop shaft the drive shaft comes down to a pinion gear, and there's forward and reverse gears.
Yeah.
And then your shift selector picks which gear, and then that's what spins the prop shaft. I feel like with the electric motors, you could just reverse polarity on the motor.
Yeah.
So maybe now the lower units would be more solid because it's pinion to one direct gear. So it's always connected. There's no shifting involved anymore. but it would just spin the opposite direction. So, but there would still be lower units to work on. We'd still have the boat to work on.
Yeah.
Especially with like fiberglass, gel coat, stuff like that. But I like an electric inboard. That just sounds like a fire hazard. No, because there's no more fuel tanks. Now there's just a hog-ass battery down in the build.
Yeah, but I don't... As someone who doesn't own a boat, I feel like just charging your... I mean, I guess if you have a boathouse...
Yeah.
But if you're...
Like, well, marinas have shore power. So you would just suck... God, dude, how would they power that? Imagine a marina full of electric boats.
Yeah. But, like, also, if you're storing a boat, like, as a person who's going to be storing the boat, as someone who owns the storage unit, you can't supply those boats with power.
Like normally you'll put a boat on the charger, or people take their batteries out and charge them over the winter.
Yeah.
I have outlets in the storage building, but like that would suck. I would feel bad for my landlord because I don't pay for electric.
Right. It'd be... So that's, I mean...
I think there will always be gas. I don't think we can support a world that's fully electric. I don't think there's enough in the grid for that. Like electric vehicles, electric cars.
Especially here in the United States, they're already having problems in California with all the, like, I think there was a mandatory switch to everything needs to be electric in, like, next coming years. And they had a bunch of people needing to, like, don't use your chargers at home because they need to charge the shit for everything else.
Like, even with solar, you'd have to cover a lot of ground with solar panels. Yeah. And then there's no more plants growing underneath the solar panels and all that. I don't know. I mean, electric's cool. I like we've rented electric cars while we're on vacation. They're fun. I've been in a lot of Teslas. They're sweet, but...
What about if it was like a hybrid? Hybrid, I just don't understand.
I think, like, same thing as a car. Your first gear, you're just idling around electric. So, like, you're going for a booze cruise around the lake. It's electric. It's quiet. It's nice. But when you really want to get after it, it switches to gas. Yeah. That would be cool. But then now you need fucking battery and fuel.
You need more... And I was thinking even just an electric motor would be so much heavier than... Yeah. Like, there'd be so many more problems in terms of weight.
Yeah, the boats need to be more buoyant then. Yeah. Good question. Good question.
Good question. That is actually the last one I had. So, let's see what ChatGPT is saying. Want me to put these into a rapid-fire question list? You could sprinkle into episodes for laughs or keep them for long-term form discussion prompts.
Run it. Just see what they got.
Well, do you want rapid-fire questions or do you want long-form discussion prompts?
Long form.
Long form.
Let's have a conversation about boats.
Discussion prompts, period. Let's have a conversation about boats, exclamation point.
Seeing this floor cleaned up, if we had carpet here and we got rid of that ugliness back there.
I'd say get rid of that ugliness, maybe get whatever's back there down from here. I'm fine with that wall. That wall
I love this wall. Yeah, this wall is actually pretty cool.
It doesn't look terrible. It is on the camera. I didn't know if it was on the camera or not.
I just don't like the insulation back there. But I think we close this in, get some carpet down. I think this would be a nice area.
Also, we don't have a lot of room over here if we want to put a railing, but...
We definitely need a railing.
We probably should put a railing.
There is a railing over there.
They can very clearly see that there's no railing behind me.
Anyways.
I do have more prompts. Are you ready?
Cut that.
Long-form boat podcast prompts. Ready for this? What makes a dream boat? And how has that definition changed over time?
Ooh, that is a great question.
It gives me some bullet points if you want me to read those as well. Is it luxury, speed, size, or sentimental value? Would your dream boat be different than 10 years ago?
Hell yeah. Before my dream, like what would make a dream boat would be like fishability. No. I was in, like my ideal boat would have been a bass boat, big deck for fishing on, stuff like that. Now I'm more into the center consoles, but also I work on a lot of like cruising boats. So not necessarily with a cabin, I don't like those. But like a boat that's full of cushions, it's got places to sit, but another like aspect of it that I think about now is comfortability.
Yeah.
So like before I would be in a 14-footer like murdering 3-foot waves. And I wouldn't care, but now I want the bigger boat that's going to cut through the waves. That's a comfortable ride, but also like I have my nice seat I can sit in. I have a room to lounge around and tan in.
Right.
Now
For
I'm
me,
lazy.
for me, a dream boat would be, I mean, obviously everybody can have their dream boat, and it's going to be the biggest boat they can think of. But I'm thinking like a boat that's a couple million, obviously dream. I don't have that kind of money right now and probably will never have that kind of money. But something
Don't
where
say that. I'm gonna have that much money.
something where you have like the length and you have the luxury, but you don't need the support of like a crew or anything, and like you can just kind of run it yourself. The only thing that's going to be burning a hole in your pocket is the fuel.
That was the other point that I was gonna make on that other like we were talking about dream boats.
Yeah.
Like a Scout 670 LF, their new one. It's a 67-foot center console. It's got, yes, you can live on it. It's got all the rooms and everything. Same with like a big sport fish. They have all of, like you can live in there, but you can also fish it. But if I just want to like take the boat out and go to the restaurant, like it's such a pain in the ass to move that versus having a 23-footer. I can just start up, go.
Yeah.
No engine room check. I don't have to deal with fenders and docking and all that.
So you have to. I'd say the perfect boat almost it'll never exist
No.
because
You need two boats.
you need the big one, and then from the big one you got to be like hauling the small one.
I don't know if you've ever seen Bad Company. They fish all over the world. They're on a world tour right now. They have this massive, like, it's like a transport boat. It looks like a fucking cargo ship.
Right.
But they put it's like a sport fish, like a Viking.
Okay.
It's not a Viking, or it might be. But they have a crane, and they put it on this boat. I'll pull up a picture of it right now. But they travel the world on the big boat. They use that for getting around.
Yeah.
And then when they want to fish, they take their sport fish, dump it in the water, and they have a center console as well as like a tender. But like that you have to do that.
That's one thing I didn't think about with when I was visiting Barcelona. All those big yachts, like they're parked where they are parked because they can't really go anywhere. Like they have to stay in a city for a little bit before they
I'll
can.
put this picture up on the screen, but like it's a yacht, but it's got a big old deck on it, and they put their sport fish on the deck.
That's crazy.
And this is how they travel the world, and then they dump it out.
That's actually really fucking cool.
53.25 meters, so over 150 feet.
Yeah. How much does a boat like that cost? The bottom one.
Millions. Like that's the boat dry docked.
That's crazy.
Like that is a gigantic boat. I would happily work on that boat. I've always wanted to like work as like a mate on a boat.
What were you're like? You're just like the on-hand mechanic, like.
Not even as a mechanic, but like a charter fishing.
Yeah.
Like just to be the mate, and you get all the lines ready, you do all the shit work. But like I think that would be fun just being out on a boat all day. But it's also
So not even like it doesn't
work.
have to be like traveling the world. It can just be like
No, like,
your job for like the day, but you get back on shore at
Yeah.
night. Okay.
Yeah, like when I was going to school, one of the things I would have had to do if I went down that path was spend a year on a cargo ship.
Ooh.
Oh, I just don't think I could do it. Like one of my good buddies, he was a navigator on a sub. And to be like without seeing daylight for that long, there's no fucking windows.
Yeah.
For that long, I don't know. I'd get a little claustrophobic. On a boat, a big enough boat going across the ocean, I think I would be okay.
Well, those cargo ships are fucking huge.
Yeah.
I have a buddy who's on the Nimitz right now.
Tell that to the Edmund Fitzgerald.
R.I.P. sitting at the bottom of Lake Superior. But I have a buddy who's on the Nimitz right now, and I'm like, I just could not live on that boat.
On a carrier, I could do that.
He sends photos of his bunk every once in a while. Not even kidding. It is like 2 foot by like 6 foot, and he's like 6'2".
Yeah, but I could sleep anywhere. That would be fine.
But that's all you get, is that's to store anything you own.
I forget what the number
I guess you get a
is.
locker too.
How many people are on a
Aircraft carrier?
on a carrier? Isn't it like 7,000?
I was gonna say it's in the thousands. I'm pretty sure. Should I look that up
Yeah,
before we just sound
hit that
stupid?
with the old
Should we
Google.
make guesses?
I say 7,000.
I don't think it's 7. I'm gonna say like 1,400.
I'm gonna say 7.
Oh, I forgot we have 1 bar LTE up here.
So this is gonna take a little bit.
How many sailors are? Should we just use the Nimitz as an example? It's a nuclear aircraft carrier. It's one of the bigger ones in the fleet. So,
Yeah, or just go broad and see what it says.
how many sailors are on an aircraft carrier at one time? Damn, between 5,000 and 6,000 personnel.
Damn. That's a lot of people on one boat. But they're huge.
Around 3,000 to 3,500 sailors, and the air wing is approximately 1,500 to 2,500 people.
Damn.
I forget that the Navy is both sea and air.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts.
Favorite movie pertaining to boats?
I don't know if I have. I don't know if I've ever seen a boat movie or a movie about boats.
I'm thinking of 2 right now that I love.
I mean, it's not really specifically boats, but Midway. It's a war movie about the First World War. Oh, was it that boring? Oh, my fucking bad. Okay, I see how it
Captain
is.
Phillips. I love that movie.
I've never seen that movie.
I absolutely love that movie in Greyhound with Tom Hanks, but it was only on Apple TV. But it was about, they were the U.S. subs, and they were trying to make sure that the cargo ships could make it through.
Yeah.
And they were fighting the Germans in their little U-boats. Fucking great movie.
I've never seen either of those movies. Are they both Tom Hanks?
Yeah, actually, yeah. That guy can do anything.
Tom Hanks is so goated.
Never
dude.
get on a boat. Like, he did Castaway too. Never get on a boat, plane, or anything with Tom Hanks.
What's one that I was gonna say? I was gonna say one, and I forgot.
Next question.
Next question. What movie was I thinking of? I also just stopped the timer. Did you restart a timer?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, not a movie. I remember what I was going to say now. Not a movie, but there is a YouTuber. His name is Smarter Every Day. He's from, I think, Florida or Alabama. He lives down in the South. And he got on a sub, an Arctic sub, a nuclear sub. And he was on it for like a week. And it was just amazing to see how they run those. Because you, as a person, you will rarely get a chance to like even get on a sub, but he had to go through a lot of training, I'd imagine, and just seeing how they run. Like even the ships, all the sailors or people on the board of those ships, they're all trained to be firefighters as well, because those boats will start on fire with like the snap of a finger.
My friend used to say when they would leave, they would have a bunch of canned food and they would put it in the hallways and they would be walking on it so they could fit enough. And then as they ate it, it got like the food kept going out. So then it would eventually get taller, and he's like 6'7". He's a big ass dude, so he wouldn't be able to walk until all the food was gone. Like they had the freezers and everything, but
I'm so confused what you mean by
like
that.
in the hallway, like imagine the hallway.
Yeah.
They would have canned food, like
And
three layers
but
of
they
it.
put them on the ground?
Yeah, so then
just
you'd
to
be
save
walking on it
space?
to save space because they needed more space for it.
Oh, that's crazy. All right, what's the biggest mistake you've ever made on the water, and what did you learn from it?
On surf boats, or like even inboards, well, like ski boats, they'll have the rear drain plug as well as the center drain plug. And the center of the boat is technically the lowest point. That's why they have the plug there.
Mm-hmm.
We never take out that rear drain plug. But one time we put it in, and I guess the customer took it out, but we didn't check because they're never out. So we launched the boat, and we had a new driver. It was one of his first lake tests with me. we're going out to lake test the boat. Everything's going good so far. And on the lake that we were at, you have to idle through a channel, which is like probably a quarter-mile long before you get out to the main lake where you can open it up. But the bay that you launch in, we went wide open, got to the channel, started idling through the channel. Everything was fine. We get out to the main lake. I go to whack it wide open, and the boat's just dogging, just boom. So I was like, oh shit. So I popped open the center hatch, and we had water up to the floor. So I was like, oh fuck, that's not good. No bilge pumps worked on it. Center and rear bilge didn't work, so the only way to get the water out. So I just left it at wide open and just dredged through the whole channel all the way back. Quick dumped him off. Luckily, it was the rear drain plug.
Yeah.
So when you get the boats going without that plug out, the water will drain out the back. But that's what it was. It was filling up with water. And like we had a lot of water, like enough that the engine wouldn't pick it up at all.
Yeah.
That was bad. That was a close one. Now I check them every time.
Something you learn something new. Anytime you work on a boat, you'll see something that you haven't seen before.
My 14-footer, we launched that one time and I didn't put the plug in, and I was parking the trailer.
Those will sink fast too, the shorter ones.
Yeah, and Abby, like, my girlfriend, she didn't know. Like, she saw that water was coming in, but she didn't know what to do because she was holding it on the dock. So I'm just walking back to the dock, minding my own business. And she said, Teo, like, it's filling with water. So I jump in the boat, and when I jumped in, the transom went under. So, like, it was ready to go, but I didn't have a bilge pump in that. I had a manual one. And I fucking pumped until my arms were going to fall off. And luckily, I got enough water out to where I could reach in the water and put the plug in from the back.
Yeah.
That was a close one. She almost went under that day.
Well, you were still at the ramp, so it wouldn't have been terrible. But even then, getting a boat.
Still, you drag it out on the shore.
Yeah. This one says, could be mechanical. This is like little prompts underneath this question. Could be mechanical or navigation or just bad judgment. Teachable moments and funny disaster stories. I guess that's really it. Any navigable problems that you've had? We haven't really...
Yeah, I mean, I've missed channels, like out on the lakes, like out in Madison.
Right.
They'll have channel markers going up the river and stuff, or even up north. Like I've missed, in Door County.
Yeah.
I was coming around the point in Fish Creek, and we made it in, no problem, but I was probably like 100 feet from shore. And all of a sudden, like I put it up on plane, we're cruising across, getting ready to go back to Egg Harbor. All of a sudden, the engine started shaking so violently, it broke the mounts on the cowling. So I didn't know what to do because I thought the motor just blew up. I thought it shot a rod out the side.
Right.
But no, I just ran the prop up in the rocks.
Oh, really?
That's why the props are all curled over, because I put it in the rocks, but it shook it that bad that it literally broke the mounts on the cowling.
On this boat?
Yeah.
When you just went up?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that story.
Yeah, I did. I showed you the prop.
I don't... Maybe you did. I don't know.
Yep. That's why I had to swap cowlings on it. That was a stupid one.
Got the next... It gave us 10 prompts, dude. This is crazy. Boat culture. Is it more about freedom or community? We got some people love solitude on the water. Others love raft ups and dock parties. Where do you fall? And does culture change depending on the type of boat? I'd say on that last part, culture definitely changes on what boat you own.
Like, you meet a sailing group, they're much different people than like the regular, like, I mean, like even surf boats, they're a group of people, like they'll go out on different people's boats. Skiers,
Yeah.
if you have like a little ski club or whatever, you and your buddies go out in the morning, set up the course. That's a much different group than sailing people.
Like there's people that I knew in high school, they would ski, but there's a completely different group that they were like big fishermen, but they did not cross
That's another
paths.
thing too, is like, I mean, community's nice. You have your buddies you go fishing with, skiing with, surfing with.
Yeah.
People that you just go to the island with and sit there on the sandbar and drink and like tie ups, stuff like that. That's a whole different group of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely different communities. I think it is community though.
Yeah, it's definitely community based. You just gotta figure out a way to either fit into all of them or know which ones you don't fit into and stay away.
Yeah, but like
Just don't be like
fishermen
rude.
don't like surfers
Correct.
because like you're just trying to like. I understand the solitude part of that question because when I used to fish, like if you're in the morning, it's silent. You just hear the birds. There's nobody out on the lake. It's peaceful fishing. No wind. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Yeah.
One thing that I was going to talk about is you always hear the nightmare stories of, at least I heard one, where it was a fisherman, he was fishing by the docks, and there was a family who was tubing, and their child or family member or friend had fallen off the tube and into the water near where the fisherman was casting. But the fisherman wasn't casting toward the family or the children at all, and then he was probably 20, 30 yards away. But the dad or whoever was driving the boat got very upset at the fisherman for casting near his children. So he turned the boat around.
Shit like that just pisses me off. Cause
right. Just give the people space.
Yeah. I've personally been fishing on my 14-footer, and there's people surfing nearby, whatever, I'm in the middle of the lake. But their surfer fell off, so this dude who's full ballast on his boat literally flipped his boat around my boat, so I got hit not only by the surf wave, but by his wake, which full ballast, he's putting out a fat-ass wave, and he almost flipped the boat. Yeah, but I think there just has to be a happy medium between fishermen, surfers, skiers, pleasure boaters.
Yeah.
People going out. They're obviously out there to have fun tubing with their kids. They don't need to be getting screamed at by fishermen. Same thing with the fishermen. They don't need to be getting screamed at by tubers. Like,
yeah.
Just be respectful of everyone around you. Stay away. Another big thing is like, if you're surfing, you go down on the water, you're supposed to put your board up so people can see you. I've personally been in situations where a person goes in the water, in dark water, with a black life jacket on or something. They don't put their arms up. The boat's taking a long like turn to get
and they
back
have like
to
black hair or something too.
Yeah, and they're not doing anything to make themselves seen. Straight in the middle of the lake, like kind of the main channel where boats are going by, and like it's scary if you're coming up on someone.
Yeah.
Because you can't necessarily see them, especially if it's super rough and wavy.
Yeah.
Like I've seen like a lake around here where it's so rough because there's so many boats out that you're losing them as every wave goes down. Like, it's definitely dangerous.
I'm assuming this is a thing, but is tubing banned after a certain time on the lakes out here?
Most of the time, yeah.
Like at sunset, you can't?
Most of them have, after sunset, there's no wake. I think that's all of them here.
Okay.
But certain lakes have like 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. you can make a wake. Anytime before or after that you can't.
Okay.
Hit me with a freshie.
A new question?
Yeah, a little fresh question.
The evolution of boating tech. Are we better off or more dependent? GPS, sonar, smart engines, electric power. We talked about electric power. Was that before?
I think that was before. But that is a good question.
GPS is probably way better than I'm assuming.
I was gonna say like I
even
wasn't around back in the day when you had to use like an actual map
right
of the depths and where the channels are and stuff. But I definitely work on boats that don't have electronics. I think it's better now, but also part of that was like dependency or being dependent on having it.
Yeah.
I think now you're more dependent on your graph working.
Yeah.
Not only for maps and channels and stuff, but for depth. But also like, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to be dependent on that.
I mean, it's not.
Because like I'm not looking at a map from 1970 that's going to tell me there's a shallow spot here.
Yeah.
When the lake could have changed as leaves and shit fall in the water, the depth comes up. Like.
Yeah. There was it says here as well, where's the line between convenience and losing skills? So I'm imagining like people
All right, dog, I'm not going to have my little fucking thing aligning the stars, figuring out which way I'm going. But I also, I am going to use it to see how deep it is in this spot.
Yeah.
Or if I can go this way around the island, or if I have to go that way.
With some things, I think it's more you're losing skill when it comes to things like fishing. Like, obviously those, sonar, fish things, those are definitely for convenience.
Yeah.
Like you're.
But also, like, where is the skill? Like, is it that you know how the fish behave?
Correct.
And then
That's kind of
you'll
what I'm
know
thinking.
this time of year they're going to be stacked up on this structure, whatever. Versus, I put my fucking Panoptics in there. I'm scanning around 100 feet every direction. There's no fish. Oh, I'm moving.
Yeah.
I have nothing bad to say about Panoptics. I used to love that when I had it. But also, like, could you count like a bow thruster as cheating?
Meaning what?
Like, if you're docking with a bow thruster, you pretty much just pull up no matter where you are. You can turn your bow and then use your engine to parallel park. And versus just having an engine in the back and actually knowing how to dock.
I mean, yeah, there's always that, but like,
But is that
feel
tech?
like I'd put it at tech, but
like
at the
a
same
90
time, I feel like if that's your first boat, and as long as you know how to use those and you can use it correctly, like that's also part of the skill.
I feel like you should learn without a thruster. Because what if the thruster goes out?
Yeah. Also, it said smart engines. What does it mean by smart engines?
I would assume like the engines now that they're putting in boats with all the check engine light gauges, like, stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, for that. Oh, do you want me to speak? I didn't know if it was something important that you had to you'd to stop for, but I feel like with that, if you have an older boat and all you're looking at is your speed, some of them don't even have like the amount of hours, but like your speed, your RPM, your temperature. Oil pressure, and that's all you have. You have those 4 gauges, and that's it. Like, it'd be nice to know when you get out of code.
That's all you need, though. Like, for working on them, if I get, like, the new boats, I get Bank 1 sensor 202 sensors, lazy or open. Like, yeah, it's a hell of a lot easier, but if I'm just driving the boat and I know I got oil pressure, I know I'm not overheating, and I know how fast I'm going, I think we're meant. I don't need to know what the water pressure is in the motor, or that this manifold is 10 degrees warmer than this manifold.
I mean, that's not super important, but like as soon as you see problems with something like that, then obviously it's nice to have that.
You can definitely diagnose boats like that. Like if the manifolds are overheating, but the actual block temp isn't, then you know it's like a water feed issue, because most of them, the manifolds just get raw water cooled, especially if there's a heat exchanger in it. And not enough water, the manifolds will heat up first before the block.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's nice.
It's like on the new cars where...
I mean, I don't mind it. I'm not saying we should go back to fucking that.
No, I don't think so either, but I'm like... With all new technology, you lose a lot of... like, knowledge of, like, what everything means in, like, your car or your boat.
Yeah.
Like, with car, like... Newer cars now tell you what your tire pressure is.
Yeah. Versus just finding out when that fucker goes flat.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's definitely something that's convenience, but it's also, I feel like, a very good example of something that's almost necessary in a car is having the thing that can tell you, like, what your tire pressure is.
Yeah, so, like, it starts going down. You get the little light when you're on the freeway.
And then you don't got to make a guess on which tire it is. You already know which one it is. Obviously, if a tire goes flat, you can walk out, you'll know which fucking tire it is. But, like, even if, like, your tire's low, you just get the light.
Or you get the message on its way down so you can make it to a gas station or to a tire shop.
Either that, or you just get the light, and it's like, your tire pressure's low. And you get out, and like, they're not flat yet. Which tire is low? So you have to go around, you have to check every single one. Yeah. So... Next question. What separates a great captain from just a boat driver?
Ooh.
Can we really answer this question?
Yeah.
Okay, here do you want the sub points here?
Yeah.
We got leadership, maintenance, knowledge, responsibility, or just confidence. Share stories of captains you've respected or not respected.
I think confidence is a big part of that. Like, what makes a good captain? Like, one, they have to be responsible for everything on the boat. Like, especially like on the tie-up. Like, some of the dudes driving the boats are just as drunk as everyone else on it. Like, you have to be responsible.
Right.
And you're responsible for everyone on the boat as well as yourself. But also, like, confidence is a big thing. Like, knowing, like, oh, I can pull my boat up here. and like knowing the boat, being able to control it.
Yeah.
I think that's a big part of it. That question sucked.
That was a very short-winded, yeah. There wasn't really...
Fuck that question.
What's the wildest and most memorable trip you've ever taken on a boat? Have you ever gone on a cruise? I've never been on a cruise.
Not a big cruise guy.
Well, what do they say? Cruises are for the newlywed, the overfed, and the...
Elderly?
Almost dead. Is that what they say?
Yeah, probably.
I think that's what they say.
That's funny. No, most memorable, catching my first marlin. But like down in Mexico fishing, you're on like a little like handmade panga.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally hand laid up, like not fared, sanded, nothing. Just gel coat over fiberglass.
Yeah.
And I mean like 22, 23 feet, they're set up right for the rough water, but once you can't see shore anymore and you're on a little fucking rowboat with a Yamaha 40 on it that's been beat to shit since the 80s. Yeah, but catching my first marlin, that was probably my favorite one.
I've been fishing in Mexico one time, but we didn't catch anything big. It was I forgot what they're called. What are like the really small fish that you catch in the bay all the time?
Bonita.
Yep. It would have been one of those. We caught like 6 of them.
Bait.
The captain kept them because it wasn't really. It was just like a fishing. It wasn't really like a.
They eat them down there.
Yeah. Well, they are big fish compared to what we see in the fresh.
Yeah, but bonitas have the bloodiest fucking meat.
Oh, do they?
That's why they use them as bait.
Okay.
Like the oiliest, bloodiest. Like they look like a tuna, but they're not fucking tuna.
But yeah, I don't know about but.
Jesus Christ.
Cut that out, please. I just don't know enough about fishing. You and I one year need to go fishing.
I ask you all the time.
I want to, I just don't have my license.
So what? You can get it for like literally 30 seconds online.
Yeah, I know. We'll go fishing one of these times. Maybe before the end of the year.
Tidy and I went out for salmon.
Well, I would have joined you, but guess where I was?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like I'm still fishing.
Oh, also, I was going to bring this up. A comment on the last podcast we had. Someone told me to go to, I don't remember the city, start with an N, in Spain, southern Spain. Didn't get a chance to go there because we already had a kind of a set itinerary with Barcelona, Valencia, Madrid. Beautiful country.
Who? Asked.
Shut the fuck up. Beautiful country it is over there in Spain. I wouldn't change that trip for the... Actually, I would change it with who I went with.
What the fuck you said to me? You'd change a couple things.
But I think you, me...
My girlfriend, because then there's going to be weird fucking dudes. Like, I had one comment once. God forbid my girlfriend's in a video, but I think she was in a bikini. Oh, no, she was in shorts. And the comment was literally like, show more of the girl in the booty shorts or something like that.
Oh, really?
So then I went, and it was the YouTube name was the dude's name. And I looked it up, and he was local, and I found his wife's Facebook. And I was so close to messaging his wife, like, look what your husband's commenting. I did not.
Yeah, but you, your girlfriend, and I need to go to Barcelona one night.
Not my cup of tea.
Really? You don't want to go over there? I mean, it is an 8-hour fucking flight.
I don't mind that. I like somewhere with a beach.
They do have beaches
I know
in
there's beaches, but like all you did was walk around and you were on trains the whole time, dog. I'm there to relax.
No, yeah, I'm saying I'd go to Barcelona for a week straight, or Valencia. Valencia was beautiful, and that's more of like a resort town. But Barcelona, stay on the beach, literally go into town club.
I would go there to go fishing. Heard there's good fishing over there.
The Mediterranean is also just different fish.
I want to start being like blacktip age, trying to catch a giant squid.
But yeah, I think the three of us should make it over there at least one more time in my lifetime.
I want to go bucket list places to go.
SEMA, Vegas.
The Christmas party this year at Vegas.
When's SEMA?
I don't know, but I'm having my Christmas party in Vegas, whether you're coming or not.
What do you mean whether I'm coming or not? I'm coming. But yeah,
1,000% happening this year.
What, Vegas?
Christmas party in Vegas.
I was invited to SEMA. Did I tell you that?
No.
I got invited
You
by.
got sponsored by a brand.
Yeah, they invited me. No, a friend of mine invited me to see him. He goes, "Yeah, you could stay at my Airbnb. You could like crash on the couch."
When is it?
I want to say it's November in Vegas.
Cold. I want to meet bees for build.
When is November 4th to the 8th?
November 4th to the 8th.
That is quite literally that's about a month and a half from now.
I says that. When is my Christmas party gonna be?
Are we doing a January Vegas trip?
No, I don't like it when it's cold there.
Does it get cold in January?
Yeah, it fucking snows.
Okay.
We've been there for
Does it
Christmas.
really?
It fucking snowed when we went.
Yeah, but you also don't want to be there in the middle of summer where
Yeah,
it's
I do.
120 degrees.
Dry heat. Everyone always makes fun of that dry heat, but like literally 110 degrees on the rooftop of a hotel, not bad. Literally not bad.
Well, because the UV there actually doesn't even get that high.
Yeah, real.
I was looking at the UV because
UV was 12 when we were in Florida last. Every fucking day.
yeah, and when you were in Florida, that's when I was checking it. Because I was like, dude, it's not even hot there, but the UV's like 12, 13. And I looked in Vegas because I'm like, dude, Vegas
What do
is
you mean? It was
107.
over 100 every fucking day.
What do you mean?
When we were in Florida?
Yeah. No, the UV was 12, 13.
Yeah. Well, same with temp, but it was humid too.
But I'm saying when you guys were in Florida, I would also check the temperature in Vegas. It was like 30 degrees warmer in Vegas, or like 20 degrees warmer, whatever it was, and the UV was like 5.
Yeah, but wasn't it the smog? Weren't there wildfires going on at that time?
Probably.
That
There's
was my
always
guess.
wildfires going on over
But the
there.
California ones were going on then.
Yeah.
No, my question was dream fucking places to see.
Oh, dream places to see in terms of like,
Like around the world, where you want to go?
I mean, I want to go to the Maldives. That's something that I want to experience, is just like a relaxing vacation on one of those bungalows over the water. But I need like a wife before I do that.
Jody.
No, no, no.
I want to see the Great Barrier Reef. I want to go. I don't even know where he lives. Dangar Island, wherever the fuck that is. I think it's either New Zealand or Australia, somewhere in there.
I would love to go to
I want to meet
Australia.
him so bad.
I want to go to Australia so bad, dude. Australia would be really cool. I feel like Japan would be very cool.
All of Europe, I don't care for.
Really?
I don't want to see any of Europe.
I saw Spain, and I think that gave me enough of Europe. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Greece, not even for me, for my old lady.
I think Greece would be cool. I've also seen that Montenegro.
I want to go Rome, where the fucking Colosseum is.
That'd be Rome.
I want to walk through there and just see where they had all these.
I saw Roman aqueducts when I was in Spain.
How smart were they?
They were. It was ridiculous,
Yeah.
dude. You saw these stones. It doesn't even look like there's mortar or anything in between the fucking stones. It looks like they're just set on top of each other. Fucking. I didn't show you those photos.
Stop swearing, Grant.
Oh my god. My bad. I get excited over one thing and I can't swear.
Yeah, rocks.
These aren't just rocks, dude. Look at these. Zoom into those photos. Like, you don't see any mortar in between any of those pieces of
I could
stone.
build that shit so easily. I could build that in here with cinder blocks.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. With cinder blocks, do you know how big those pieces of stone are? They're like 2 feet.
You know what
tall,
they say,
each
how
one.
the Egyptians did it? Oh, there's no aliens. They just used a fucking 30-foot board and they just rolled these rocks across the
Okay,
fucking earth.
to be fair, Egyptians did not build those
No,
pyramids.
aliens did, 100%. Or they had some breed of like fucking 12-foot tall monster dudes just lifting those rocks
They
up.
did say that those did exist. Tall, really tall people.
Yeah.
Like, look at David and Goliath.
I mean, look at me. I must be their ancestor. For those of you that don't know, I'm actually 6'4".
He's like 5'9".
Bullshit. 5. We measured it last time. Everyone, I'm gonna go with 6'0" because everyone says you add a half an inch. 5'11" and a half. Okay, 5'11". 5'11" for real.
I mean, you're taller than me.
We measured it last time. 5'11".
I'm 5'7".
If you're under 5'7", he's down. Next question.
Next question: do boats bring more joy or headaches? Because you know the
Owning
typical.
one, headache. For me, joy.
Because you know the typical bust out another 1,000. Does the payoff outweigh the cost and the stress
Payoff.
of like owning it? I guess.
Fuck no, you don't get paid off. You spend 50,000 next year, you're selling it for like 38. It depends on what it is, but you're not getting your money. Well, say during COVID, people were selling their boats for more than they paid for them when they bought it like 20 years prior.
Yeah.
So like it was really cool for the people that sold their boats then, but now, hell no.
Everything loses its value so quickly nowadays.
Boats especially.
Everything, nothing's built like it used to be. We had my parents had a washer and dryer. We had those when we moved into our house.
On your boat?
No, not in our boat.
Oh, this isn't boat related?
Shut the fuck up.
Jesus Christ.
We had the same washer and dryer for like 17 years, and then one of them just broke. So we got new ones, and the new ones we've had for not even 2 years, and they're already breaking. So nothing is built the same as it used to be. Do you agree with that? Our boats,
Yeah.
Our boats is your 1974 Robalo.
That fucking thing is built like a brick.
I don't think you want your boat to be built like a brick.
Yeah, you do. Dude, I just had a little aluminum boat, ram it, nothing happened.
Okay, yeah, but if you put a brick in the fucking water, it sinks.
No, that thing floats just fine.
Okay, right.
If it were a new boat, they would have pierced a hole with that fucking boat.
Oh, probably.
Like the little outside hull skins that literally bend and flex, it would have popped a hole right through it. Mm-hmm. Not that thing.
Okay, I know the answer to at least half a part of this next question. Are you ready? Should boating be seen as a necessity, luxury, or lifestyle? I guess we kind of answered the lifestyle part of this before, where it's only a lifestyle if you're like taking it across the world and sailing it and doing stuff like that. But I'd say boating, I don't own a boat, definitely not a necessity.
Yeah, but it depends. Like here, it's probably not a necessity anywhere. But like Dangar Island, wherever that is, you live on a fucking island, dog.
Okay, if you
boat.
live on an island, it's different. But like, yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of people, like, they treat their boats here like a necessity. Like, my boat's not going to be done this weekend. We were going to go out as a family and use it this weekend. Like, I absolutely need it.
Yeah.
And like sometimes you can't make that deadline happen, but like, dog, you're not gonna die. Like I know you want it.
Even like not a lot of people. Some people here have like the lakefront properties, and those are the people that saying I need the boat done before like the 4th of July. Like even if you can't take your boat out because it's gonna be down for maintenance or whatever, even sitting on like your lakefront property. Like, that is more than enough. Like, get a bonfire going, get a grill going, get some drinks going. You're going to have, your time is just going to be just
but a lot
as
of
fun.
them have, like, family or grandkids coming over, and then it's always a Thursday night that you diagnose the boat. Oh, it needs this $3,000 fuel pump. Oh, can you get it in before the weekend? You think I'm stocking a $3,000 fucking fuel pump? Hell no. So then there I am running to every marina in the area that's a dealer, trying to find this fuel pump. Nobody stocks it because it's a $3,000 fuel pump.
Yeah.
Luckily, I haven't had a whole lot of that, but there's definitely some times where you either have to make something work or you just can't do it.
Yeah. Did you bring in that engine for that boat? Is it here somewhere?
The engine's in the boat.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Did you finish it?
I think it's put back together.
Oh. I haven't been here for a week. All right, next question.
Next question, big dog. Probably going to be the last question.
Really? Did we already stop? Oh, we did stop.
Yeah, we hit 30 minutes, and then we had the beginning, and then we're at 54 total.
Oh, okay. Well, there's 2 more on here, so we might as well hit them. How different types of boats create different worlds? I guess we kind of talked about this a little bit, but fishing boats versus pontoons versus yachts versus sailboats. Do these groups mix, or is it its own little culture? Did we kind of already talk about that?
I think so. In the surfing versus fishing versus tubing.
Oh, we talked about boat culture.
Yeah.
So like,
fuck that question.
If you could fix one thing about the boat industry, what would it be?
Ooh. Fix one thing about the boating industry.
Price transparency, dealer practices, parts availability, or training/education.
Dude, if you're servicing at a dealer, you're getting screwed.
A lot of people don't realize that. They're paying for...
Any dealership, even automotive, like,
Yeah.
dog, you're getting absolutely clapped.
Automotive isn't as bad as boating.
I think they're just as bad.
I mean, it probably is just as bad relatively for like parts and everything. But
I like knowing what I could buy
per hour...
Like if I'm looking at a panel on my car and knowing what the dealer would charge for it, their markup on it versus what you could get it for or what it's manufactured for. At least with the marine stuff, like the dealer, sometimes they can get parts that you can't. So then they can kind of do whatever they want. But the automotive stuff you can get anywhere.
But even labor rates.
Yeah, marine labor rates are more expensive, but it's more specialized work.
Right. I mean, even
like
here
you think about how many automotive shops there are. Like you drive down the street, you'll see at least 4.
Right. But like you're looking at an automotive shop, the dealerships I know, some of them I've seen, they charge like $150 an hour for labor rates. That's what we charge.
Yeah, but versus other marinas that are charging like $200 an hour.
You'll see sometimes $250 up to.
But it's also like it's specialized work.
Yeah.
Like you could bring an automotive mechanic to work on the newer boats, and I mean they would know how the engine works, but are they going to know all the electronics, all the other parts of the boat?
Yeah.
No.
So like you're bringing in extra power and extra help for maybe more expertise on different parts of the stuff for a boat, but
who is?
Like the dealerships. That's why they're charging more, because of like if it's like you're Joe Schmo down the like your neighbor who says he can work on boats might not know.
Yeah, the Shade Tree boat mechanic, which I mean I guess I was at one point, but
right.
I have the training that I know the new boats. I know everything. I don't know everything, but
you know everything.
I fucking know everything.
But when they say price transparency and something like that,
when you find out what someone's paying to get like a brand new boat in versus what you're paying for it, you would be shocked.
What do you mean?
Like cost versus what it's sold for, stuff like that. Like the cost of a boat to a dealer versus what it's getting.
Oh, like what the
for.
dealer's paying to get that boat in. Which is crazy because you know the dealers, like although they are part of like the companies, they aren't like the companies they're buying from are still making profit from what they're building.
Yeah, something that starts off as 10 grand after it changes hands for the first time, then it goes up to 50 grand, then the next time it changes hands is up to 100 grand.
Right.
I mean, that's what it's with anything, kind of the more it touches, the more it gets expensive, like with drugs. Like when the drugs are manufactured, wherever they are, illegal drugs, like, oh, I shouldn't talk about this. That's a controversial topic.
It kind of is I don't know if it's...
For ads, you can't talk about drugs.
Oh.
Either way, like I know there's one marina I can think of that I've specifically talked with the people. They sell so many boats because they're barely marking them up, but they're making up for it in volume. Where they're selling 50 boats a month, like they're making up for it. And that's why they sell so many boats.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, I just got fully comfortable taking my shoes off and everything. And right when I started doing this, you put your sandals on. What, can only one person lay down at a time?
Yeah. These guys are looking at my dogs, weirdos.
That was your choice. You'll find them on Feet Finder later, probably.
Look for the hairy toes.
But another part of my trip to Spain. I know you don't want to fucking talk about it, but like, what else is there to talk about? When we were leaving the Madrid airport, I know the big thing to test right now is airport theory, where you can get to the airport like 30 minutes before like your flight boards, and you're still going to be fine.
We talked about this in the last one.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
Okay. Anyways, but like that's airport theory. Madrid airport was so bad. We were in the line for security for 46 minutes, and then we had to get a train to go to our terminal. That took another 30 minutes. So it took like an hour, almost an hour and a half total just to get to our gate.
Damn.
It was brutal. Thank God we got to the airport way too early. Like we got to the airport like I think 5 hours early. But that's because we literally had nothing to do. So we're like, let's just go to the airport. So we get to the airport. We start to go to security, realize there's a line, so we walk all the way to the line, and we're like, holy shit, how long is this going to take? 46 minutes just to get through security.
I always get there 2 hours early on domestic, 3 hours on international.
Yeah, that's usually what they say is the average. But another thing that took a little bit extra is my bag on the way home got pulled aside. I don't know how. I brought just a normal tube of toothpaste. Chicago didn't get flagged. Madrid pulled my bag aside.
Really? I gotta take care of a dog. Patatas bravas.
Yeah, I don't think that's what that stands for. I don't know.
Potatoes.
It is potatoes, and it's like, it's supposed to be like a spicy tomato sauce, and then more like you put like mayonnaise on top of that. But every time we had it, not spicy. So I don't know if Europeans work in a different way where spicy means something different. But overall, I had a good time on my trip. Thank you to the guy who recommended something. I'm sorry I didn't hit it, but there was no chance I would be able to make it down there in time anyway. So I was only there for a week, and we spent time in 3 different cities, and we had 3 day trips. 1 in Barcelona, we went to Montserrat, and then 2 when we were in Madrid, we went to Toledo, and we went to Segovia, which had the Roman aqueducts, which was very cool to see. But yeah.
All right, everybody.
Yeah, we could wrap this up.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. We had some AI questions. I wish the first batch of questions would have been okay. If it is okay, for some reason, when we're done filming this
is going to be like a 2-hour episode.
I'm running all of them.
I don't know what happened.
I like that first set of questions better.
Some of those first questions were really good, but then we realized it, then we kind of just shoved it to the side. But
if you guys have questions so we don't have to use AI, comment down below. I'll put them on the screen, and then we'll answer them next time. Come on, just do it. This one's going out Sunday.
It could go out tomorrow. I mean, I was going to say today.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because we've missed a week.
His fault.
Not my fault.
It is entirely your fault. I literally didn't have the SD card space.
I literally told you I was going on vacation. There's nothing I could have done.
And I had to fucking beg you to come in to record the
False.
last one.
False.
True. We looked up the text and everything.
No, we didn't.
You are, this was Tuesday. I couldn't Monday. Oh, Wednesday. I didn't want to come after work.
No, it was also you.
Bullshit. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Okay.